Hey everyone, welcome back to Installation 00. It's Wednesday, which means it's time to look at some weapons. So welcome back to the Armory, where all weapons from Halo lore will be featured and analysed in detail, and today we look at one of the most devastating weapons in the Forerunner arsenal, the Incineration Cannon. Let's begin. The Z390 High Explosive Munitions Rifle, commonly known as the Incineration Cannon, is a formidable Forerunner weapon renowned for its devastating firepower and unique projectile behaviour. Designed for anti-material purposes, it has been utilised by various factions within the Halo universe. An unwelcome sight to any enemy of the Ecumene, the Incineration Cannon is a 5-barreled, shoulder-mounted munitions launcher that fires a dense concentration of explosive antiparticles in a tightly helixed stream, generating a volatile detonation on impact. Equally effective against enemy infantry and vehicles alike, the Incineration Cannon is often used to strategically purge sites rapidly falling under flood control, raising combat forms and spore mounds with stunning efficiency. Often referred to as Mind Seekers by Promethean flood hunters, specialised variants of the weapon such as the River of Light and Heartseeker were considered highly favoured combat instruments when assaulting any location suspected of coordinated parasite activity. The Incineration Cannon measures a colossal 134.8 cm or 53.1 inches in length, 20 cm or 7.9 inches in width, and 40.5 cm or 15.9 inches in height. The weapon features an angular design with a metallic casing, held together partly by energy fields as indicated by its self-assembly process and reloading mechanics. Red highlights are visible during assembly and intensify when the weapon is fired. The Incineration Cannon was often used to strategically purge flood-infected sites. Prometheans used the Incineration Cannon when assaulting locations believed to contain a grave mine or early forming spore mountains that were deemed too small for ship weapons but too large for infantry weapons. In the 26th century, the weapon was encountered by Spartan forces during engagements with Promethean knights, who commonly wielded this weapon on the shield world of Requiem. The Incinerator Cannon's ammunition is that of antimatter-infused, ionized particles suspended within an electromagnetic field. The weapon lacks a magazine per se, instead having an energy cell built into the weapon. The weapon itself converts the energy into ionized antiparticles, likely utilizing electromagnetic radiation to add an unstable quantity of electrons to the antiparticles in question. Upon firing, the weapon ejects, at speed, 5 streams of antimatter-infused particles which are immediately encapsulated in an EM field, but then accelerate from the 5 muzzles of the weapon. After briefly flying within a tightly helixed pattern, they converge into a singular projectile and continue towards the target. Upon impact of these projectiles on or even near a target, the electromagnetic field will dissolve and the payload of ionized and enriched antiparticles explode outward, causing a cascade of ionization as the electrons dislodge from the payload and interact with the atoms of the target, and also disperse into multiple secondary explosives, covering a wide area and causing significant damage. In this circumstance, the interaction of the projectile and the target would be akin to a matter-antimatter annihilation. The projectile's antiparticles would pair up with an equal number of particles on the target and annihilate with 100% efficiency, converting directly from matter to energy. This would entirely destroy at the atomic level the target in question, and cause significant damage over an area of effect from splash damage from the secondary explosions, and further still, cause long-term radiological effects, including radiation sickness and the distinct possibility of lethal doses of radiation to anyone within the vicinity of the detonation, whom don't have mitigating shielding from the radiation. The Incineration Cannon comes in 2 primary variants: the River of Light, an improved incineration cannon that unleashes long bursts of 7 energy blasts if charged up. It features increased damage, a wider projectile trajectory, 25% increased battery capacity, faster burst rate of fire, faster charging speed, and faster heat dissipation. And the Heartseeker, which is an advanced incineration cannon that fires slower moving but more powerful energy charges with very strong homing behaviour. There is a 30% increased range and a wider blast radius over the standard weapon. The Incineration Cannon comes with some very obvious advantages. It has a very wide blast radius and secondary explosions that make it effective for controlling choke points and deterring enemy advances. It is capable of outright destroying vehicles like Wraiths or Scorpion tanks with one precision shot, and is deadly effective against groups of enemies due to its expansive explosive coverage. It does however come with some notable limitations. It has extremely limited ammunition, generally speaking it's one shot per charge, very long reload times between shots, very obviously giving away your location makes you a priority target to your enemies with such a devastating weapon, significant risk of splash damage to allies and the user if fired too close or in very tight and confined spaces. Overall, the Incineration Cannon remains one of the most powerful and distinctive weapons within the Halo universe, reflecting the advanced technology and combat strategies of the Forerunners. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, consider hitting the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future content, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. It really does help the channel out significantly. Feel free to pop a comment below on anything you'd like me to cover next, and before signing off I just want to give a shout to my Patreon supporters, Spartan10148, my singular contender class ancilla, Falcon, Jordan and Poseidon, the metarchs of my facility, Sylphia, Ashley, Esoteric, Spartan 1029 and Chris Allen, my dutiful monitors, Darian, Legion, Labrat, Spartan 137, Chris, Element 0, J3, Mr. Keys, Gunslinger Cult, Evermore's Personal Devil, Scion Esports and Saber, my diligent sub-monitors, my dominating fleet of Strato Sentinels, and my loyal enforcers, and all other patrons who continue to support the channel. I can't thank you guys enough. Big props to my Tier 0 YouTube members, Spartan 137, Talia, Fenrir, Bornstella and Jimbo, and all other YouTube members keeping the installation running on that glorious vacuum energy. And if you really love what I'm doing here, consider supporting the channel via the links in the description. Much love, take it easy, and find peace in the domain.